Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video, we will cover the mezzanine protection as per NFPA 101 2024 edition. The mezzanine protection is one of the vertical opening protections, and it is very important to maintain the fire protection requirements for the vertical openings. The vertical openings could be shafts, atriums, communicating space, two-story openings with partial enclosure, convenience openings, or mezzanine. And here we will cover the mezzanine requirements. You can find the vertical openings protection in the Code Chapter 8, Section 8.6, and also in the Occupancy Chapter under Clause X.3.1. First of all, what is the mezzanine definition as per code? The mezzanine is defined as an intermediate level between the floor and the ceiling of any room or space, as per NFPA 101, Section 3.3.184. What is the mezzanine protection requirements as per the code? There's two main considerations while we are discussing the mezzanine protection, which is the openness and the area limitations. Those are very important areas to focus on. The aggregate area of mezzanine located within a room, other than normally unoccupied equipment platforms, shall not exceed 1/3 of open area of the room in which the mezzanines are located. Enclosed space shall not be included in the determination of the size of the room in which mezzanine is located. There is no limit on the number of mezzanines in a room shall be required. And for purposes of determining the allowable mezzanine area, the aggregate area of the mezzanines shall not be included in the area of the room. For example, we have here this mezzanine floor. The aggregate area should be measured based on this free open area in the floor below, excluding this enclosed portion of the floor below the mezzanine. The mezzanine area shall not exceed 1/3 of the open area of the room in which mezzanine are located. Now, we are talking about the openness. The main point on the mezzanine that the occupants in the mezzanine should be aware if the fire happened in the floor below. All occupants should recognize the fire, hear, smell, see the fire in the floor below. That's why the openness is a very important and critical requirement to be considered. All portions of a mezzanine other than walls not more than 1065 mm high, columns and posts shall be open too, and unobstructed from the room in which the mezzanine is located, unless the occupant load of the aggregate area of the enclosed space doesn't exceed 10 people. A mezzanine having two or more means of egress, same as the second figure below here, shall not be required to open into the room in which it is located, if not less than one of the means of egress provides direct access from the enclosed area to an exit at the mezzanine level. I encountered many questions from the architects during the design stages, and also some notes which are critical to consider. The first one is the mezzanine is not a story. A mezzanine shall not be counted as a story for the purpose of determining the allowable stories in height, as per NFPA 101, Section 4.6.2. That's mean the mezzanine will affect the construction type and any other requirement related to the number of stories. One of the most common questions is, How to measure the travel distance in the mezzanine? The travel distance should be measured from the most remote point in the mezzanine along the stairway leads to the floor below until the final exit. When a single means of egress provided in the mezzanine is the common path, and the common path should be measured from the most remote point along the one-way travel distance until a point in which it has two different means of egress. What about the exit capacity of the floor below? It is important to know that the total exit capacity of the floor below the mezzanine should be able to accommodate the occupant load from the mezzanine. That's mean the mezzanine is part of the area in which it is open to.
Thank you and see you in the next video.